cordially invited to the party of the year.
My folks went to Bali and left my ass here.
So what better way to get revenge
than throwing a shindig that would make them both cringe?
We'll have some cake, so chip in some cash.
Or else just bring from your parents' stash.
I'm sure that someone will bring some grass.
Remember,
rules,
puff, puff, pass. What do you get when you take a beloved cartoon character, a social issue, and a dash of humor? You get Dog Sees God, a stage play written by Easy A screenwriter Bert V. Royal, which reimagines the Peanuts gang, all grown up and dealing with many issues the teens go through as they progress towards adulthood. Bullying for many young kids and teenagers today is a huge part of life. Through verbal, physical, and sexual abuse, bullying has gone beyond simple schoolyard beatings to cyberbullying via Facebook and texts. For the actor playing Beethoven, Nick Reed, who plays a victim of bullying, the issue is not to be taken lightly.
I want people to understand that bullying is a lot more serious than it actually is portrayed, because bullying sounds like something that kids do, when in reality it is a form of abuse and assault. And if we actually called it that, the problem would probably be solved a lot sooner.
Sadly, not all issues can be resolved with 5 cents at a psychology booth anymore. In addition to portraying the victims of bullying, the play also addresses the matter of the bystander effect, which is often overlooked.
I haven't been in a bathroom on campus since the time my head got slammed into the wall. I believe that you were there.
I didn't do that.
Well, you didn't stop it either. And you know what I'm sick of hearing? On you because of their own insecurities. The classic guidance counselor line. Well, thanks, Mrs. Blank. Since you put it that way, my head doesn't hurt quite so much anymore.
Actor Josh Bailey, who plays CB, explains the problem with the bystander effect.
The idea of people who aren't necessarily the one who's bullying somebody, but don't have the courage or confidence to speak up because they're afraid that the bully's going to turn on them or whatever it is that makes them do that. So I think like one of the things the play challenges is that it puts a loved character in the role of the bystander. He doesn't maybe necessarily bully people, but he watches it happen. And he watches his best friend do it, and he doesn't do anything to stop it. So I think that that's a really powerful message that the audience can take that away. I think that'll be very good.
And what really kills me is that everybody wonders why kids bring guns to school and shoot you fuckers down. Maybe you're not the bully, but you stand idly by and watch, and in my eyes, that makes you worse.
For Jessica Farmer, who plays Trisha, playing a bully has led her to some realizations about different types of bullying.
Actually, I didn't realize that my character was a bully until quite a bit into the rehearsal process, because most of what you can see is her and her best friend, Marcy, talking about this one girl and saying very mean and what I interpret as kind of untrue things. And I think that a lot of times this is the type of bullying, not the sexual or physical, but the verbal bullying that is one of the harder ones to combat, because you can tell if a kid has broken bones, but you can't really tell what the social situation is. It's a lot deeper and subtler. And so I think that it's one that does need to be paid attention to.
Oh my God. Did you see Frida? Naturally curly hair, my naturally skinny ass.
She's such a wannabe.
Anna never will be.
I hate her. I love you!
I think what's really interesting about this show is that everybody in it pretty much is younger. I think the oldest person we have is 28. And so for the actors, this world of high school and of bullying and of socializing and all of its problems therein, this is still real to us. We still understand it. We can still remember it. And bullying in all its forms has existed for a while, yeah, but in this age of technology, it can rear its head in a lot of ugly ways. I think we've seen through internet-assisted suicides and bullying that ends up like that. And I think that what people can take away from this is that it's a very real problem, and it rears its head in many different ways, not just bullying of people that have different sexual orientations, but also of people for their weight, how they look. It can come in a form of sexual, verbal, physical harassment. But in the end, it's up to no amount of PSAs can really change it. There's a really great line in which our main character, that is the victim of bullying, he says something along the lines of, the classic guidance counselor line. They only do it because they're jealous of you. And while many adults do try to help, in the end it's something that has to come from within.
Despite the ingrained social themes, no one wants this production to become a PSA against bullying. Director Steve Coley and producer Richard Davis chose the play while keeping in mind the timeliness of the anti-bullying movement, hoping to make a statement through what Davis calls the most powerful medium of theater. Dog Sees God opens at the Brown Coat Pub and Theater in downtown Wilmington on Friday, August 16th. Beth Rayner, who plays CB's sister, feels that despite the strong social themes, the play will engage the audience.
I would like people to laugh because it's funny and it's kind of absurd at times, but like I would really like people to. It's heavy, but there's a sense of hope that you're supposed to get at the end, and I want people to feel that kind of hope. Like, this sucks, but things will be better, and life goes on.
This has been Liz Bernardo with Molly Raspberry. Good grief.